Hello student, today we learn Geography Standard 7. In that lesson number 4, air pressure. See on page number 16. On that page number, lesson number 4 is there, air pressure. Okay, see there is a picture given, that is the experiment of the flying lantern. From this experiment, we have to know that air have a weight, and when air have a weight, then it exerts pressure. Okay, see pressure of the air. The air in the atmosphere exerts pressure on the surface of the earth. And when we do this activity, anything that has weight, we know exert pressure on the thing that lies below. For example, we keep the books, okay, one above the other. Then which book have greater pressure? Yes, which is below. Then that book have greater pressure than the other, because when the weight is there, then it exerts pressure on that object, and as weight increases, pressure also increases. Thus the air in the atmosphere exerts pressure on the surface of the earth, and due to this air pressure, various phenomena like storms, precipitation, that means snow, etc., occur in the atmosphere. And there are variations in air pressure, and air pressure is not uniform on all places on the earth's surface, and air pressure keeps on changing from time to time. And the altitude of a region, temperature of the air, and amount of water vapor in the air are some factors influencing air pressure. Which factors? That is the altitude of the region and air pressure. That is the first factor which is depend upon the air pressure. Altitude of the region. The proportion of dust in the air, water vapor, heavy gases, etc. is higher in the air closer to the surface of the earth. This proportion decreases with increasing altitudes. Okay, altitudes means when we goes far away from the earth's surface, then automatically what happen? Water vapors, heavy gases, etc., and amount of that becomes smaller or less. As one moves higher and higher from the surface of the earth, the air becomes thinner and thinner, and as a result, the air pressure decreases with increasing altitudes. Okay, then air pressure and air temperature. Yes, air temperature is also one factor. That is, and here you have told to do this experiment, and under the guidance of teacher, or when you do that experiment in your home, then under the guidance of your parents. Okay student, now and from this experiment you have to realize that air have weight, and when there is a weight, it exerts pressure on the object. Okay, this is you realize from this experiment. Okay student, so now we will learn what is the geographical explanation behind this. See on next page, page number 17. The air in the flying lantern gets heated once the candle is lit, and the hot air expands and becomes lighter and starts moving off. Therefore, the lantern is also lifted up towards the sky. And in nature too, a similar phenomena occurs. Temperature and air pressure are closely related. Whenever the temperature is high, the air pressure is low. And as the temperature rises, the pressure or the air gets heated and expands and becomes lighter. And this lighter air in the vicinity of the earth's surface starts moving up and towards the sky, and as a result the air pressure in such areas decreases. Okay, that is the geographical explanation about the temperature and air pressure are related, closely related. Okay, then there is one question is that, think about it, what will be the effect on air pressure if the temperature drops and why? And yes, the temperature and air pressure we know are very closely related, and whenever the temperature is high, the pressure is low, and as the temperature rises, the air gets heated and expands and becomes lighter. This lighter air in the vicinity of the earth's surface starts moving upwards the sky, and as a result the air pressure in such areas decreases. Okay student, then what are the effects of air pressure? Air pressure generates winds, and it also generates storms, and it also leads to conventional type of rain. Okay, then temperature zone and pressure belts are interrelated to each other, but the latitudinal extent of the temperature zones is much larger while pressure belts are narrow. See figure 4.2a and figure 4.2b. For example, the temperature zone extends from 23 degree and 30 minutes to 66 degree and 30 minutes, and compared to this the air pressure belt has limited extent, and it is generally up to the 10 degree parallel. And the unequal distribution of temperature influences the distribution of air pressure too, and this lead to the formation of low and high pressure belts horizontally between the equator and the poles. And figure 4.2 A and B, and answer the following questions. Do observation of these two figures, and there are some questions, and that questions are: first one, which pressure belt is mainly found in the tropics? Yes, equatorial low pressure belt is mainly found in the tropics. Then the second question, with which pressure belt are the polar winds associated, and in which temperature zone are they observed? Yes, the polar winds are associated with polar high pressure belts. See, doing observation, you can give answers of these questions. And in which temperature zone are the polar winds observed? The polar winds are observed in the frigid zones. See, observe this picture and try to give answers. Then next question, that with what could be the reason behind a low pressure belt in the tropics? In the tropics, the sun rays can be perpendicular, and hence air in this region gets heated. It expands and becomes lighter, and this in turn leads to a fall in air pressure, and this could be a reason behind a low pressure belt in the tropics. And then, with which pressure belts are the winds in the temperature zone associated? The winds in the temperature zone associated with the mid latitudinal high pressure belts. Okay, and write the latitudinal extent of the low pressure belts. That the latitudinal extent of the low pressure belts is between 0 degree and 5 degree parallels, and between 55 degree and 65-degree parallel in both the hemispheres. Okay, by observing these two figures you can give the answers of these questions. Okay student, so